Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's video I'd like to round up the USE minis for yesterday, which was Monday, February the 6th. But the important part about this video is that the analysis we were doing in yesterday's trading room did not turn out as anticipated, and it's quite important to show some analysis that did not turn out as anticipated, because it's all too easy for gurus and software developers just to show good winning trades. However, as traders we need to understand that sometimes markets do not unfold as anticipated, and then we see what to do, and as such it's all about risk control. So let's have a look about what we're looking at yesterday. First of all, I want to skip through the 15-minute charts, because that's what we always do as advanced traders, and see where the larger degree position was. On the NQ there wasn't anything really happening at all. On the Russell Index again we didn't really have any DP levels either. The two charts that were interesting were first of all the ES, and if I zoom out a bit, here we put a DP on from that prior pivot there, and as you can see over the last couple of days, this was Friday the 3rd and let's say Monday, we were basically in and around the DP level, sort of just about there or thereabouts. And on the YM the picture was a lot clearer. You can see this is the decision point resistance we had on our charts before Friday even began, and as you can see that tagged that high on Friday beautifully, and as such we were anticipating that the market was going to decline. So when the market gapped down on the open yesterday, we were looking for an ABC kind of correction to go short. And if I go to the ES, you can see this is what we were looking at yesterday, and as you can see the trade did not turn out as anticipated. So here's our automatic TS3 sell. If we look at the STF, it's with the STF color, so you'd have been short from here, market chopped sideways, and we then would have stopped you out for a -1R loss. But the point being, and what's very important to understand, is that the losses when they come through are what we call -1R. In other words, it's one risk unit. That's why we use correct position sizing to make sure that when the losses come through they are kept small and under control, in this case less than 2% of a sample $20,000 account. And that's important, so losses are kept small at -1R. But I really wanted just to do this video to show that even with the best analysis, sometimes trades do not unfold as anticipated, and as such there will be losses, but the important point is to have those losses small and under control. Having said that, John was actually looking at, because he likes to play a gap trade play with MTPredictor. So when the ES gap down here, this is the RT add-ons for NinjaTrader on a 2-minute chart of the ES. So when the ES gap down, retraced back, he was looking, after this initial correction, he was looking for a reason to go back up into fill the gap. So what John was actually looking at was, if I place the analysis over this bar here, you can see we had a history triangle there. He was looking at a potential trade which actually unfolded as a TS1 buy up into this first target here. Again, this would have been an advanced trade because it was against the STF, and basically he was playing to fill the gap. But that's a good example of some of the advanced trades and advanced analysis we can do with MTPredictor, and some of the things we cover in the trading and training webinars every Monday, Wednesday and Friday for MTPredictor customers. But the real thing I wanted to talk about was, even with some very good analysis of the large degree trend, sometimes trades just do not unfold as anticipated. I was talking about that this trade, if it had unfolded nicely, it could have been a potential holy grail trade setup to the short side. I think the target was almost 8R, but as you can see it did not do that. It went up and stopped us out. But the important point is, when we are wrong, we are only wrong small at -1R, and sometimes controlling losses and dealing with losses and keeping them small is far more important for a successful trading approach than worrying about profits. That's why in this video I really wanted to focus on a losing trade, and a trade that did not turn out as anticipated, because so few gurus and trading software vendors ever talk about losses. So I think it's important to talk about losses and show how, by keeping them small under control, gets you on track for a profitable trading plan overall, where you have large profits and small losses.